Hi, I'm Steve Perillo of Perillo Tours. Come join us in Italy on one of our stress-free escorted vacations where you don't lift a finger.
Hello again, Linux class. This video is going to be a tour of Linux. Just like you saw with Perillo Tours, where they take you on a tour of Italy, I am going to take you on a tour of Linux Mint. Now, just keep in mind, this is for after you install Linux. You could also run it from a live CD, which is unique to Linux. So you could kind of test drive it before you even install it. But what this video is about is I am going to show you how you can basically use Linux as a multi-purpose operating system right out of the box, or off the internet, so to speak. You download it from the Linux Mint website, and it comes with everything you need. An Office suite to do word processing, spreadsheets, presentation software, pretty much whatever Windows gives you, Linux Mint gives you, plus a whole lot more. So, without further ado, let's go to the computer and start our tour. I have the graphical user interface, or GUI, open, and I'm going to show you how you could use Linux Mint as an everyday operating system, very much to do what Windows did. First of all, the thing that many people do on a regular basis is surf the internet. So how do you surf the internet in Linux? Well, it's very easy. With Linux, it comes with what they call the Firefox web browser. There it is. You just click on that, and it'll bring up the Firefox web browser, which is an open source, absolutely free web browser right off the internet. Okay, right on the install. You install Linux Mint, you have Firefox. So Firefox comes up. It takes it a little bit to open because I'm running a virtual machine here. So it takes a little bit of machine resources. But if we delete the Linux Mint homepage, we could type in our favorite search engine, and bingo, you get Google. Okay, you might have to adjust it a little bit the first time you run it because it's going to default to a different size. But there you go, Google. From here you could type in anything and do anything you would do on Google. You could also, with Linux, download Google Chrome. Google Chrome will run in Linux. So you can actually download Google and run Google right off of Google Chrome right off of Linux. Okay, but Firefox will do just as well, and that's open source. It's got a whole lot of nice features to it. So we'll close down Firefox, get back to our Linux Mint desktop. You see here you have computer, which is a lot like my computer. If you double click on that, okay, you get your file system, just like in Windows, okay? And you can go in and you can do whatever you need to do with your file system, okay? You also have a home page, which takes you directly to your home folder. And like Windows, in the user subdirectory, the home folder has a desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, same basic stuff, videos if you want to use that. So your desktop right off the install is pretty rich. Okay, but let's go into a few other options here. You notice on the lower right hand corner, you see this menu button. Oh, I do want to mention down here, you have your clock, okay, right here, Tuesday, okay. You have your system update status. You like to see I keep my system up to date. Your volume, your network, okay, and this type of network is saying I'm wired, okay. You have your removable drives and who's logged in, which is me, okay. Here, this is like your taskbar in Windows. You got your little start menu icons, and as we open stuff, you'll see it appear right down here, just like in Windows. So let's go to the menu. You see how that looks almost exactly like Windows does? We'll do that again. Okay, it's gone. There it is, menu. And you see you could break stuff up by category, accessories, graphics, internet, office, sound and video. And we're going to run through each of these and kind of show you what you get here. Okay, if you go to accessories, you see you have Archive Manager, you have a calculator, just like in Windows. You call it up and you can hit whatever numbers you want to do. Okay, 75 times 25. And let me show you how smart I am. That's going to be 1,875 before I even hit enter. And sure enough, there it is. Okay? Well, enough showing you how smart I am. Let's get back to our little tour here. Okay, accessories, you get a character map. You get disk status. Okay, this shows you all your different, like Disk Manager would in Windows. It shows you your system drive, your partitions, all of that stuff. Okay, the only negative is you do have to go back in every time you go to an application. But that's not a big deal. You got a document viewer. This is what you use to view your PDFs. This is like Adobe Acrobat. Okay, you go into document viewer and that'll show you, I don't have anything right now loaded, but that's what that will do. Okay, we'll go back into accessories. You have files, font viewer, help. Okay, with Windows to take a screenshot, it's a little complicated. Guess what? With Linux, it's a piece of cake. You just hit screenshot and you have a screenshot. Terminal. This is important because what does this do? That opens up the all-important Linux terminal, which we'll discuss so much about in this course. We'll close that for right now. We'll go back to accessories. Okay, you have text editor. Okay, text editor is what you use to edit all the configuration files or any other texts. This is similar to Notepad in Windows, not WordPad. That's more of a word processor, but Notepad. Okay, it's a text editor. Tomboy Notes gives you the opportunity to write kind of the Linux equivalent of little yellow sticky notes. You have a USB image writer, great for making bootable USB sticks of operating systems or anything else you might want to do. And USB stick formatter, also a very good thing to do. Okay, if you go to graphics, okay, you have your GIMP image editor. How much is Adobe Photoshop? Big bucks. But the GIMP image editor provides a lot of the functionality of Adobe Photoshop, and it's absolutely free. So the GIMP image editor, it's a good thing to have. gthumb is another image editor in Linux. It's open source. Okay, image viewer. That's similar to Microsoft Image Picture Viewer. Okay, it allows you to look at that. LibreOffice, Draw. Okay, LibreOffice I'll talk about in a little bit. That's a whole suite of products, very similar to Microsoft Office. And the Draw, okay, will allow you to basically draw pictures, do artwork. It's sort of like a full-service art studio. Simple Scan is a scan program, like the name says. Okay, Internet. Okay, you have your Firefox web browser, Instant Messenger, Thunderbird email. That's sort of like email, instant messenger, kind of like instant messaging in Microsoft, transmission. So you have email capabilities. Okay, Office, and this is what I wanted to get to. Okay, LibreOffice Calc is a lot like Excel in Microsoft. Let me click on it, and it takes it a minute to load. And when it finished loading, you'll see that it looks an awful lot like Excel does in Microsoft, but at a fraction of the price. Not even a fraction of the price. It's absolutely free. Okay, you see here, I mean, doesn't that look like Excel or not? Okay, and it's absolutely free, and you got full spreadsheet functionality. Okay, we'll close out of that. Okay, we'll go back to our menu. Okay, go back to Office. Draw, we discussed. Impress. Impress is a lot like PowerPoint, okay, except it's free. Okay, doesn't that look like PowerPoint? It doesn't have all the fancy interface and some of the prefab templates, but basically it's a slideshow full service, and you could do some pretty nice looking slideshows with this. So, and again, for no money, you know, who's going to argue with it? The price is right, so to speak. Okay, math, you don't have an equivalent in Microsoft, but that allows you to do a whole lot of mathematical calculations, engineering functions, summations. For those of you in engineering school, these are real important. So it's a full-service mathematical program. Okay, go back here to Office and you see Writer, okay, which is what a lot of us use the most. Tell me that doesn't look strangely similar to Microsoft Word. Okay, it's almost the exact same thing, except this is compatible with itself, with Windows, with Mac. You can translate programs to go back and forth. It's awesome. Okay, and it's free, and you can't beat that. So Microsoft Word, plus it's compatible with everything else, and it's free. Okay, wanted to show you that. Okay, sound and video. Okay, Banshee is sort of like a media player, very similar to Windows Media Player. You can play music with it. Brasserio is DVD burning software. Videos, of course, as the name implies, allows you to watch videos. And VLC Media Player, that's the best one in Linux. And it comes with the basic Linux Mint install. And that gives you music, videos, right out of the box. Okay, you could make up playlists, play them at will. Administration, you have backup tool, usage analyzer, a domain blocker for security, driver manager to manage device drivers and so forth. Log file viewer, login windows, power statistics, printers. That's important because that's in Windows control panel. Okay, go back here. Okay. You have software manager. Manage your software nice and neatly. Software Sources is a great place for downloading new software. Synaptic Package Manager will do a similar thing. System Monitor, that's a lot like Task Manager. Okay, that'll give you your processes that are running, resources that they're using, CPU, memory, network history, your file systems that you're using, the processes that are running. Very, very similar to Windows Performance Manager or Task Manager. So we'll close out of that and we'll go back to System Administration. Okay? You see how easy this is. Users and Group Management and Upload Manager for uploading new software, and an Update Manager. How do you think I keep my Windows so up to date here? Okay, I use Update Manager. Real easy. Preferences, you have your date and time, which is down here. You could set the clock different ways. Put your desktop to different defaults. Your disk management, display management. You could create special effects, change the screen resolution, put different icons on, special effects, extensions, fonts. You see all these things you could do. Network connections, notifications you could control, password and keys, file sharing, power management. This is all stuff that's in Control Panel in Windows, plus a whole lot more. Screen Locker, because Linux is a lot more secure, and that's one of the reasons why. You could manage your sound, your startup applications, system information, system settings. Okay, you do all of this through the Administration tab in your Windows menu and your Preferences tab. Preferences gives you accessibility, account details, backgrounds, Bluetooth, date and time, how you want it to display, disks. Okay, that's in Preferences. Places, you get to go to Documents, your music folder, video folder, any folder you wish. So, you see, you have pretty much a full-featured Windows replacement package that for most people, other than those that need specialty applications like graphic design, web development, high-end gaming, yeah, you guys need Windows because Windows can handle those high-end specialty applications. Linux is not quite on board with that yet. But if you want a general purpose, surf the web, do email, run word processing, do spreadsheets, a slideshow now and then, Linux is more than up to the task. And with this powerful menu here, this is how it gets to be done. And it even kind of looks like Windows a little bit. So that ends today's tour. I hope you enjoyed the Linux tour. Probably not as much as a tour to Italy, but definitely I hope you got something out of it and that you learned how to use the Linux GUI and the attached software to basically do what Windows does without having a lot of the security hassles and high expenses of using Windows. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you the next video. Take care. Well, I hope you all enjoyed your little tour, as they say, of Linux Mint, and that you learned that Linux is not anything to be afraid of. In this day and age, the modern graphical user interfaces, as well as the user-friendly programs that are run under a graphical user interface, makes basic computer use running Linux Mint no harder than running on Windows. So I hope you all are aware now that there's a viable alternative to Windows and that you have fun getting to learn more about Linux Mint. Take care and see you next video.
Thanks for joining us in Italy Perillo style.
Thank you and have a great day.